Hey, what's up? It's 12:57 a.m. right now, and I woke up like about an hour ago, so I'm still like just recently woke up, so I'm a little bit tired. And yeah, like first of all, the soup saving was a success because you definitely know what I'm talking about. Because if you watch this, you have certainly watched the other video. It's not that you most likely just stumble on this by chance and have no idea. But yeah, apparently, if you burn a soup, put peanut butter in it because it helps a lot with the burnt taste, which is quite incredible. So I didn't need to throw my like I don't know 4 liters of soup away, so it's edible now, which I'm very happy about. But it being 12:59 a.m. right now, like it's something I'm not a man of routines at all. I barely have any routines really. I don't eat at any special time. I don't go to bed any special time, and I don't wake up any certain time either. So like it it annoys me that I'm basically like nocturnal or not really, but I like to sleep for like 10, 12 hours, which is a lot, but like I like to sleep a lot. But the thing is, I tend to be awake for about 14, 16 hours before I can go to sleep. So if I'm awake 12 and or sleep 12 hours and then are awake 16 or 14, it doesn't quite work with 24 hours a day. And that sucks. Like, this world is so, or Sweden, and basically this world too. Like, the standard of the whole world is like start working out. Working out, yeah, that too, I suppose. Start working at 8 a.m. in the morning or something, and then quit 4 p.m., 5 p.m., or something like that. It differs a little bit, but it's all about being awake in the day and having routines and go to school fucking early or your work or college or whatever. Like I've been talking about school much lately. I suppose it's college more rather. It's not university really either, so I suppose it's college. But back to the point, it's really hard for me, like because I've always had a really hard time falling asleep at night since as long as I can remember, since I was a child, probably a baby even. And yeah, it just sucks not being able to fall asleep when I want to. Like I I have friends who there's a lot of people who can, if they're slightly tired or barely even that, they just go to bed, they wait 5 minutes and they sleep. And it's so fucking unfair that I can't do that because everything, like, you're supposed to wake up quite early, or at least like before. I don't know, like when I woke up today, there's no shops open, so the only thing I can go to right now is McDonald's. Like there's nothing else open for 6 hours or 6 8 hours or something, and it disturbs me that like I I need to adjust so much to like everyone else with this. It's not really. It's not okay to be up at this time. Like people fucking freak out. Basically, when I tell that I often wake up at this hour and like my I often like it rotates a lot my sleep schedule, and if I doesn't give a fuck and don't try it, often end up like me falling asleep at 4 p.m. or a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 10 a.m., and that's basically my standard. My standard easily goes to 12 hours, like completely past what you're supposed to do. And I don't know, like I've been thinking about just I'm living in more or less of a dorm, not really, but kind of. Well, at least a campus here, I suppose. We like I share this apartment I'm living in now is like it's a three room apartment normally, or four, no, 3 room without kitchen and 2 bathrooms. So 3 rooms, a little hall, and is it called a hall? Maybe I can't like you enter and you have a little space before you go into the rooms, and then you have the kitchen to the left, and yeah, the bathroom to the left. But my point was that like I share apartment with 2 others, and I've been thinking about if I would get a complaint about like speaking at this like it's 1 a.m. and my neighbor is sleeping right there, and the walls aren't. It's like you can hear through them, not a lot. I don't get disturbed by it because I got a fucking road right outside here that disturbs me a fuck ton more than anyone else can do in this whole complex. But to get to the point is like if I would get a complaint for making like noise in the evenings, I think that's bullshit that people can make noise complaints in the nights, or because I don't think it's fair. Like if I want to be up at this hour, I don't want to be up at this hour. I would much prefer wake up like 6 a.m. like dandy and then fall asleep 8 p.m. That would be fucking great. But I rarely do that. Is sometimes like I usually sometimes I can get that rhythm and keep it for about 4 days, 3 4 days at max is what. Maybe a week is like two, maybe my record ever, but I don't think I've ever been able to do that. Even if I but my point is that I don't think it annoys me that it's the standard that you're supposed to wake up in an hour, and like if you don't do that you can just fuck off more or less, because like it's not, you need to follow the norm. If you break the norm, you're not allowed to live like you want. And I understand the shops because I'm living in a small fucking town, and I think it would be great if like some shops would be open at night, and like because I don't know, I maybe if like I think it could change how things work. I don't think we need to be so rooted down in the 9 to 5, and I think you could like change things up with shops and things, but I understand it's not optimal profit wise and stuff like that because most people are like wake up quite early in the morning and fall asleep sometime in the evening or night. And I don't know, if I just thought about the thing of getting a complaint of like, because sometimes I like make food, I'm saying like way too much. I'm gonna change that thing real quick. I need to plug in this because this will help me not saying fucking like all the time. Because then I can actually hear what I'm saying. Yeah. So sometimes I do the dishes or whatever. Like, oh, I said like, and anyway. Yeah, I do my dishes often middle of the night because I won't do them otherwise because I'd probably be too tired in the day, or it just it just annoys me that someone could complain about it, and I don't think that's fair because I don't I don't have much choice except being fucking tired because I can, yeah, like it, and it really needs to stop saying like all the time. It disturbs me a lot. And that's why I'm doing this daily too, so I can stop with that and just practice my English every day and yeah, not being shit at it. And I think it will help me in the everyday life. I'm sure it will. But my point is that it's just not fair that I haven't chosen this. Even though I wake, if I've done a shit ton of things, I can be exhausted. I can sleep for few, like, if I only sleep for 4 hours a night, that's like 4 hours isn't too bad for me. I'm used with going to school with 2 hours sleep, 1.5 hours sleep, and it's quite often when I sleep like for 4 hours and do a shit ton of things, and I really get like exhausted and feel really, really tired. There's quite often I can't fall asleep in the evening about 8 p.m. or something, 10 p.m. Even though I'm dead tired, I can't fall asleep for sometimes hours and hours. And sometimes, even though I put an alarm on early after that, and I can basically for a lot of days just sleep way too little, and I can't just fall asleep easily, even though I'm tired as fuck. And or sometimes I can. Lately, it's been a little bit better because I can fall asleep, but not at the right times. I fall asleep. I've done it several times coming home from college or school or whatever you want to call it, and falling asleep at 4 p.m. And that's not a really good time to fall asleep. I fell asleep 4 p.m. today. I hadn't done anything. It's just I couldn't fall asleep, and then it ended up 4 p.m. because that's how things turned out. And you know, it's just annoying that living like this. It's I think it's a lot better having routines and stuff, but I really can't live like that, even if I would like to do it. So yeah, me talking about my fucked up sleep schedule and how I don't like when people. I understand why people get surprised and oh my god, did you fall asleep at 2 p.m. and woke up at uh, I can't like I can't come up with proper numbers. I'm still a little bit too tired, which you may notice. And you know, it just annoys me. I haven't really chosen this. I can't control it. I'm fucked up. And that's something I got to live with. It may improve in the future. You never know. I'm trying to be be able to go up, and it's gonna be so. That's yeah, go up early and shit like that. But it's hard. Yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about. I don't have much. I can ramble on the subject forever, but I think I've gotten my main points down, and it's over 60 minutes now, and these aren't supposed to be over 15. And I think I managed to make one under 15 and two over. So yeah, thanks and bye.